Hi Cheryl, I know this is really last minute, but I was hoping you could help me with a wedding dress.
Of course, Naomi. Your big day must be around the corner. Let's hear it.
It's complicated, Cheryl. I had someone else working on it, but it didn't turn out how I hoped. You know, I was trying to save some money, but, well, now I'm here.
Ah, I see. I've seen it happen more times than I can count. People go elsewhere, thinking it'll be cheaper, but things don't always go as planned.
Yeah, you're right. Honestly, I should have come to you first. Now I'm spending more trying to fix this mess than I would have if I just walked through your door in the first place.
Well, hindsight is always 20/20, right? Listen, I totally get it. Budgets can be tricky, but I always try to work with my clients. You'd be surprised how many options we have. Yet some customers assume it'll be too pricey without even asking.
Guilty as charged. I didn't think I could afford you, to be honest.
Well, now you know better. But here's the thing, last-minute dresses are a different ballgame. It's doable, but because of the rush, it's going to cost more. There's just no way around it. I'll have to prioritize your dress over everything else.
Good afternoon. How can I assist you today?
Is Cheryl in?
Cheryl is in a meeting with a client right now. If you don't mind waiting, I'll let her know you're here as soon as she's free.
Are you serious right now? It's me, Sarah. I don't wait.
I understand that, Ms. Edward, but Cheryl has a client in her office at the moment. She'll be done soon, and...
Oh come on, Cheryl and I are practically sisters. Besides, who's this client that's more important than me?
Mom, I'm just doing my job, and right now, that means ensuring her meeting isn't interrupted.
You must be out of your mind. Why am I even bothering to talk to you? I'm walking into that office right now. Let's see who's going to stop me.
Ms. Edward, please. Cheryl asked not to be disturbed.
I understand, and I'm willing to pay for it. I just can't wear what I've got now. I don't even want to talk about it.
Say no more. I've got you.
Hi sister.
Wow, are you two sisters?
Oh no, not sisters. Just good friends.
Cheryl, we're practically twins at this point.
Yeah, if we shared the same DNA. By the way, you kind of barged in here, and I'm still with a client.
But, didn't your secretary say it was alright for me to come in? I thought she waved me through.
You two really don't need to argue over this. I was just on my way out anyway. It sounds like you've got a lot to catch up on.
Oh no, Naomi, it's fine. I'll make sure we finish up.
No need. I'll give you a call during the week. We've already sorted out the main details. Plus, I'm looking forward to seeing how you'll bring the magic to life.
Sounds good. I'll keep you posted on everything.
Thanks again, Cheryl, and nice meeting you, Sarah.
You too, darling.
Alright, Spill, to what do I owe this August visit?
Cheryl, I'm stuck. I mean, look at you. You're successful, respected, everyone wants a piece of what you create. And me, I'm just there. I feel like I'm doing everything I can, but nothing's working. No one's coming to me like they come to you.
Sarah, what's really holding you back?
I don't know. I mean, the clients, they're picky, or they don't understand my vision. Sometimes, I think it's the market. Maybe people just aren't ready for what I'm offering. Or it's the economy, you know. People just don't want to spend.
Sarah, come on. You know as well as I do that blaming everything and everyone else isn't going to solve your problem.
But it's true. Why else would my business be struggling when yours is booming? We've got the same skills.
Sarah, I'm not saying you are bad at what you do. But as your friend, I have to be honest with you. I've been hearing things. Your styles are outdated, and there's really nothing about your work that makes it stand out from the regular pieces mass-produced by fast fashion labels. You need to adjust and grow if you want to succeed in this field. And if you keep making excuses, you'll stay exactly where you are.
You think I've been making excuses?
I know you have.
I'm sorry, I didn't even realize. I want to be like you, Cheryl. I want people to respect me, to know my work. I want to walk into a room and have clients waiting for me. But I've been too proud to ask for help.
Hey, there's no shame in asking for help. We all need it at some point. Look, Sarah, you've got the talent. But you need to put in the work to get where you want to be. And it starts with dropping the blame game.
Will you help me? I know you're busy, you've got so much going on. But I could really use your guidance, Cheryl. Please.
Alright, I'll help you. We'll meet twice a week, Wednesdays and Saturdays. I'll give you tasks and things to work on between sessions. And you have to keep me updated. This is coaching, not magic. It's going to take time, effort, and discipline.
I'm all in, thank you. Cheryl, I really mean it.
You're welcome.
Wow, Cheryl, this is stunning. The lace, it's so intricate. What did the other tailor do wrong?
Well, for starters, they used a cheap synthetic lace that didn't match the quality Naomi was expecting. And worse, they misaligned the seams on the bodice. See here? The stitching was too tight, making the fabric bunch awkwardly. It threw off the whole structure of the dress.
That's a rookie mistake. How did you fix it?
Carefully, very carefully, I reinforced the bodice with a more stable lining and reworked the lace to give it a cleaner finish. Plus, I adjusted the measurements slightly. Naomi's original tailor didn't account for movement. It's important to ensure she's comfortable on her big day.
Always a step ahead, huh? That's why people come to you. You know, I could take this to Naomi when it's done.
That's not necessary. Naomi didn't pay for delivery, and she's more than happy to come by the studio to pick it up.
Oh, come on, it's no big deal. I'm already going in her direction anyway. I promise, it's no trouble at all. It'll be like my good deed for the day.
Alright, fine, you can take it to her once I finish up.
Hiring? Aren't you tired of hoping the right candidates see
Hey
your
love,
posts?
sorry I'm late.
It's okay. I figured something kept you at the studio.
You have no idea, I ended up staying late helping Sarah with her fashion business. She's been having a hard time and I just couldn't say no.
Sarah, your old schoolmate, right? The one you were telling me about?
Yeah, we go way back. She's struggling with her business, and I couldn't just let her sink. I'm coaching her now, giving her tips and showing her some of the things I've learned over the years.
That's why I love you, Cheryl. You have the kindest heart. You never hesitate to help others and carry people along. But be careful divulging your core business secrets to her. Remember, love all, but trust no one.
Come on, it's Sarah we're talking about here. We go way back. She's practically like a sister to me. I promise, the time I'm spending with Sarah won't be a problem. What about Jason? Is he asleep already?
Jason is busy with schoolwork in his room. He's got that science project due next week.
Oh no, I almost forgot about that. Thank goodness you're on top of things.
Someone's got to be, right?
I'm so sorry. I love helping people, but I love you and Jason more. I'll make sure to balance everything.
That's all I need to hear.
Oh wow, Cheryl really outdid herself. This dress is beautiful. She completely saved my wedding day. I was so worried after that disaster with the first tailor, but this is perfect.
Actually, I made the dress. That's why I'm the one delivering it to you.
Wait, you made this dress? I thought Cheryl.
Well, Cheryl couldn't figure out a way to fix the mess. So I ended up handling most of it. I'm the one who fixed all the problems with the original design.
But Cheryl didn't mention anything about that. She said she was going to handle it personally.
Cheryl's a good designer, no doubt, but she's not great. That's where I come in. I help her out on most of her projects, I do the heavy lifting. She's, well, let's just say she's more of the face of the operation.
Really?
I didn't want to bring this up, but since you're asking, Cheryl and I have a deal. A long time ago, after we got out of fashion school, I was struggling, and her parents were really well off. They helped me out, but there was a catch. I had to sign a non-disclosure agreement. It basically says I can't take credit for any of the work I do for her.
What? Why would you agree to something like that?
I was young and desperate. I needed the money, and they were offering me an opportunity. I didn't think it would be a big deal at the time, but now, I regret it. It's been years, and I've been trying to get out of the deal, but it's not easy. My lawyers are working on it, but you know how these things go.
That's awful. Why would Cheryl do that to you?
It wasn't really Cheryl, it was her parents. They wanted to make sure Cheryl's name was the one people remembered, and at the time, I didn't have the resources to fight it. Now, I'm stuck. It's been a nightmare. Every time I work on something, she gets all the credit.
That doesn't seem fair at all.
I don't have a choice. If I break the NDA, I could get into serious legal trouble. But, there's one way you could help me, Naomi.
How?
If you bring your clothes to me instead of Cheryl, I can make them for you directly. No middleman. That way, you're supporting me, and I don't have to deal with Cheryl taking all the credit. And if you could tell a few of your friends about me, subtly of course, it would really help my business. I'm trying to build something of my own here, but it's tough with Cheryl's shadow hanging over everything.
Okay, I'll think about it. I do want to support you. You deserve to have your name out there.
Thank you, Naomi. That means the world to me. And remember, Not a word about this to Cheryl, alright? I could get into serious trouble.
You have my word.
Naomi, you look absolutely stunning. Cheryl really outdid herself with this dress. It's breathtaking.
Yeah, Cheryl's got a real talent. The details are just, wow. You're going to be the most beautiful bride today.
Honestly, if Cheryl can make me look half as good on my wedding day, I'll be happy.
Actually, it wasn't exactly Cheryl who made it.
Wait, what do you mean? Cheryl's name is on the label, isn't it?
Yeah, I thought Cheryl was the designer.
That's what everyone thinks, but there's more to the story. Cheryl's not the one who does all the work. There's someone else behind the scenes. Her name is Sarah. She's actually the one who made this dress. She's been doing most of the work for Cheryl for a long time, but she doesn't get the credit.
Wait, are you saying Cheryl isn't making her own dresses?
Yeah, Sarah told me the whole story. Apparently, Cheryl's parents made her sign some kind of non-disclosure agreement right after fashion school, and now Sarah can't take credit for anything she makes. Cheryl's just the face of the business.
That's hard to believe. Cheryl's been in the spotlight for years. Why would she do that to someone?
And why haven't we ever heard about this, Sarah? It doesn't make sense.
That's the thing. Sarah is not allowed to talk about it because of the NDA. She told me not to tell anyone, but I trust you girls. Please, don't let this get out. Sarah could get into serious trouble if anyone finds out she told me.
Wow, that's really messed up. Poor Sarah. But, why didn't she fight it?
She's been talking to lawyers, trying to figure out how to get out of the contract, but it's been hard.
I feel bad for her. What can we do to help?
The best thing we can do is take our business to her. If you have any fabrics or dresses you need made, go to Sarah instead of Cheryl. She's amazing, and she deserves the credit. And if you could subtly tell your friends about her, just don't mention the whole NDA thing, it would really help her out.
I can do that. I've got a few things coming up that I'll need dresses for. If Sarah's as good as you say, I'll definitely go to her. Same here, and I can drop her name to a few friends of mine.
I'm in too.
Hi, you must be Sophie. Come in, please.
Yes, thank you. Naomi told me all about you. I hear you're the real talent behind Cheryl's designs.
Well, Naomi's a sweetheart. I do what I can. So, what can I help you with?
I have twin daughters, Kendra and Valentina. They're turning 15 soon, and we're throwing a huge quinceañera for them. I need 2 dresses, something extraordinary, glamorous, elegant, something that will leave everyone speechless.
Sounds exciting. Any ideas on what you're looking for in the design? Or should I sketch something from scratch?
I trust your expertise. Naomi showed me her wedding dress, and it was breathtaking. I know you'll deliver. But here's the thing, this isn't just a party for my girls. Everyone will be there, family, friends, my husband's colleagues. For the last few months, there have been rumors. People have been whispering that my husband and I are no longer as affluent as we used to be. That we're struggling. It's ridiculous, of course, but you know how people talk. I need these dresses to show everyone that we are still the power couple we always were. That nothing has changed. I don't care what it costs. Spare no expense. I just want it to be outstanding. The best.
I understand completely. We'll create something that'll leave them speechless. I'll need to meet with Kendra and Valentina to take their measurements, and we can talk about the styles they'd love to wear.
That sounds perfect. When should I bring them?
How about next Wednesday? That'll give us enough time to take measurements and start working on the designs. I'll put together a few concepts before then, and we can talk about any specific details the girls want.
Wednesday it is. Thank you, Sarah. I knew Naomi was right about you.
Hey, Sarah, you're here earlier than I thought. What's going on?
Cheryl, I need your help. I've taken on this big project, and honestly, I'm a little over my head. It's for a quinceañera, 2 dresses for a client's twin girls. She wants something glamorous, elegant, over the top, and I'm worried I'll mess it up if I go it alone.
A quinceañera for twins? That's a huge project. Wow, congratulations, Sarah. That's a big deal.
Yeah, it is, but also, it's a bit of a nightmare. I don't want to disappoint her, Cheryl. I could really use your help, your eye for detail, your experience. With you on board, I know I can't go wrong.
Of course, I'll help. And you're in luck. I've only got a few dresses left to finish up this week. As soon as I wrap up this cocktail dress, we can dive into your quinceañera project.
Thank you, Cheryl. Seriously, I don't know what I'd do without you. So, how's everything going with your business?
Honestly, things have slowed down.
Really? That's strange. Well, if it helps, I've got loads of clothes that I just haven't had time to sew. You could work on some of my stuff.
You, needing someone else to sew your clothes? That's a twist.
What can I say? Business is booming for me, and I'm drowning in fabric. You'd be doing me a favor.
I'm flattered, but I think I'll pass on your overflow. My designers can help with that if you really need the extra hands. They are really good. I want to use this downtime to work on a new project.
A new project? What are you working on?
I'm working on a new line of materials that focus on using organic, recycled, and sustainable fabrics. The world's shifting. More people care about where their clothes come from, about ethical production, environmental impact, all of that. There's a growing demand for sustainable fashion, and I want to be at the forefront of that.
Organic, recycled, are we sewing old potato sacks now?
Not quite, but it's becoming a big thing. The industry is evolving, and there's a lot of opportunity in sustainable fashion. Trust me, it's not just a trend, it's the future.
You might be onto something. I didn't think people were that concerned about where their clothes come from. But if it's in demand, then I want to know more. Keep talking.
Oh yes, I will. But please, this dress I'm helping you make, do not forget to let the client know who actually made it. You know how business has been these past few days. I could really use some good PR right now.
Oh please, why won't I? It's basic human decency. Now tell me about that mystery project of yours.
I've been wanting to see these dresses. Are they as stunning as we imagined?
Oh, they're even better than we imagined.
Wow.
Look at the beadwork, especially these little glowing beads. Just wait until you see them in the dark. They light up the room.
Glowing beads. I didn't even know that was possible. This is incredible, Sarah. The detail, the craftsmanship, it's perfect.
Thank you. I knew you wanted something that would make a statement, and I wanted to give you something no one else would have. When those lights go down, the dresses are going to glow like stars. People won't stop talking about it.
You're a genius, Sarah. I knew you'd pull it off, but this is beyond what I imagined. You're the real deal.
I'm glad you like it. I worked hard on these. I wanted to make sure your daughter's quinceañera would be unforgettable.
Speaking of dresses, I've got another event coming up in a few months. Something big. I want to commission another dress, something different, but just as spectacular.
I'd love to, but I'm swamped right now. There's so much on my plate. I've been getting a lot of requests lately, more than I expected.
Oh, I see. Well, I'm not in a rush for this one. I can wait. You've already proven your worth. Whenever you're free, let me know.
Thank you for understanding. I'll definitely keep you at the top of my list, but it might be a little while before I can start.
In the meantime, I'll be sure to let everyone know about your incredible talent. I'll keep the secret safe, though, no one needs to know about your deal with Cheryl. But I'll make sure people start coming to you directly.
Thanks, Sophie. I appreciate it.
Good day, Ms. Sarah. You just missed Mrs. Cheryl. She stepped out not too long ago.
Oh, don't worry. I'm aware. I'm just here to have a word with her designers about the last project they helped me with. It won't take long.
They're inside.
Hey, you guys. Great job today, as always. You really helped me out back there with those dresses.
Thanks, Sarah. We're always happy to help. Cheryl keeps us busy, that's for sure. Yeah, it was quite the project. Glad everything went smoothly.
You know, I've been watching you guys for a while now, and I have to say, you're all really talented. Cheryl's lucky to have such skilled people working for her.
Well, we've learned a lot from Cheryl. She's a great mentor.
I get that, but opportunities like this don't come around often. With me, you'd be getting more than just a paycheck, you'd be part of something bigger. You'd have more creative freedom, more influence. You'd be building something of your own.
It sounds like a great offer.
I know, right? Think about your future. If you keep working for Cheryl, you'll always be in her shadow. But with me, you'd have a chance to shine. Besides, you know how her business has been these days. You've got to think about yourselves. This is a chance to make a real name for yourselves.
It's a big decision. I don't know about that. Cheryl has been nothing but nice to us.
No rush. Take your time to think about it. But when you're ready, just give me a call. The offer's on the table. You don't have to make a decision now, but don't wait too long. These kinds of opportunities don't last forever.
Have a great day at school, sweetheart. And don't forget to give your science project your best shot today.
I won't, Mom. Good luck with work.
I don't need luck, just talent.
Good morning, Mrs. Cheryl.
Morning, Tamara. It's a bit too quiet in here today, don't you think? Where is everyone?
Mrs. Cheryl, we have a bit of a situation.
What do you mean?
They all quit. Every single one. I just got the emails this morning.
All of them? How could this happen? They didn't give any warning, nothing?
I'm as surprised as you are. They all sent in their resignation letters this morning. No one came to talk to me about anything beforehand.
This doesn't make any sense.
I wish I had more answers. I'm sorry, but I don't know why they left. It just happened all at once. But I'm here, and I'll help in any way I can.
You can't so, Tamara. You can't help me.
I know, but we'll figure this out, Mrs. Cheryl.
Cheryl, what did you think of the sermon today? Pastor really brought the heat, didn't he?
Oh, he did. I especially loved the part about trusting God during times of uncertainty. It really hit home.
Absolutely. It's always a good reminder, especially when things get tough. Speaking of tough, I've been meaning to ask you, Cheryl, what did you do to your designers?
What do you mean?
Well, it seems like all your designers have run to my fashion house. I was wondering what you did to make them all switch sides. You know, all at once like that.
So, that's where they all went. I honestly don't know, Sarah. I didn't do anything to them. Maybe they left because I'm not getting as many clients as I used to. Maybe they thought the studio was slowing down.
That's strange, though. I mean, I've been getting new clients, some of the ones that used to go to you, actually. Any idea why they're flocking to me now?
I really don't know what I'm doing wrong. It's like, one day I had clients, and the next, they just stopped coming. I've even tried visiting some of my regulars to keep the connection, but they've started acting like I'm not welcome. It's like they're avoiding me.
That's tough, Cheryl. I can't imagine how frustrating that must be. It's strange that your regulars would act like that.
It's been really hard. I don't know if it's something I've done or if it's just bad timing. I feel like I'm losing everything.
Don't worry, Cheryl. I'll be praying for you. God always has a plan, right? Maybe this is just a test of faith.
Thanks, Sarah. I appreciate that. I could really use all the prayers I can get right now.
Of course. We all go through rough patches, but you'll bounce back. Just keep the faith.
I found out today where all my designers went. They're working for Sarah now. The whole team, gone.
You mean the same Sarah you've been helping?
Yeah, the same one. I'm guessing they left because I'm not getting as many customers, and maybe they thought they'd have more opportunities with her.
That's strange. The person you helped get on her feet is the one booming right now, while your business is going downhill. It seems like more than just bad timing, Cheryl.
What are you saying? Are you suggesting that Sarah's a witch or something?
I didn't say that, but think about it, Cheryl, it's weird. Sarah's business is thriving, and then suddenly, your designers leave all at once. I'm just saying something feels off. Maybe it's not witchcraft, but something isn't right.
Do you think she did something?
I don't know, but it's worth looking into. People don't just jump ship like that for no reason, and the fact that she's succeeding while you're struggling, it doesn't seem like a coincidence. You need to protect yourself and figure out what's really going on.
Or, maybe it's God redirecting me.
What do you mean?
I've been sitting on this eco-friendly material project for a while now. I kept putting it on the back burner because of the workload at the studio. Now, with things slowing down, I've actually had time to focus on it, and it's all coming together. Maybe this is what I'm supposed to be doing. I've been working on these materials and I'm almost ready to take them public. Maybe that's why this is happening.
So, you think this slow period is giving you the space to work on something bigger?
Exactly. What if all of this is leading me to where I'm supposed to be? I've been so focused on keeping up with the day-to-day that I've ignored this passion project. Now I have the time to really develop it. Maybe that's the direction God is leading me in.
Well, if that's the case, then maybe this whole thing with Sarah isn't what it seems. But you still need to be cautious. Just because you're being redirected doesn't mean something shady isn't going on with her.
I will be.
Hiring? Aren't you tired of
Honey,
looking for
can we
right
switch the channel for a
candidates
minute?
for job
I want to catch a segment on fashion news.
Come on, Cheryl, see how Jason is invested on the show. He's worked really hard on his science project these past few weeks and scored really well. Let's just let him have his way this once.
Actually, I don't mind, Mom. I was about going to my room. The fun part is over anyway.
Fine. Let's watch your girly news.
We are thrilled to have Sarah Edwards with us today. She's been making waves in the fashion industry with her groundbreaking line of eco-friendly fabrics. Sarah, tell us, what inspired this innovative idea?
Well, thank you. The inspiration came from seeing how concerned people are becoming about sustainability and ethical production. I wanted to create something that was both luxurious and environmentally conscious. My line uses organic and recycled materials, sustainably sourced fabrics that offer high quality without harming the planet. It's the future of fashion.
No, that's my idea. The sustainable fashion line, it's exactly what I was working on. I told Sarah all about it. She stole it.
So, all this time, she was using you. You helped her, shared your plans with her, and now she's parading your ideas on TV like they're her own.
I didn't see it. I thought she was struggling, that she needed my help. I've been going down ever since I started helping her, and she's been going up.
Cheryl, this is exactly why I told you something wasn't right. You've been helping her, but all the while, she's been climbing, and you've been sinking. That's not just a coincidence. You should never share sensitive details with people so easily, especially things like your business ideas and future plans.
I trusted her. I thought she was my friend.
I know, but you've got to be careful. Not everyone who smiles at you is a friend. People can take advantage of your kindness. You've got to protect your ideas, your dreams. You're too talented to let someone steal your future like this.
You're a thief, Sarah. You stole everything from me, my clients, my designers, and now even my ideas. God will judge you for what you've done. You've stolen my life, my destiny.
Oh, come on, Cheryl. You're going to bring God into this? Really? You're just jealous of my success. Face it, you couldn't keep up, and now you want to blame me for your failures.
Jealous? You think I'm jealous of you? You've been leeching off me from the moment I started helping you. I trusted you, shared my dreams with you, and this is how you repay me. You're nothing but a snake.
If you really believe I stole your life and destiny, then take me to court. See if anyone will take your superstitious nonsense seriously.
You know exactly what you did. You stole my clients, my designers, and now you're parading my eco-friendly fashion line as your own on TV. You're a fraud, Sarah. Don't you have any shame? Where is that human decency you always yap about every time we talk?
I'm done with this drama, Cheryl. You're delusional. If you can't handle the fact that I'm better at this than you, that's your problem. But I'm not going to stand here and listen to your hysterics. Hello? Yes, I'd like to report an intruder. There's a woman here harassing me in my house. I need someone to come handle this immediately.
You're calling the police on me? You're the one who's been stealing from me, and now you're going to act like I'm the problem?
Yes, that's right. I'm at 2991 Adamsville Road. Please hurry. You have about 10 minutes before they get here. I suggest you leave unless you want to explain your destiny stealing accusations to the police.
You may think you've won, Sarah, but trust me, what you built on lies will eventually crumble. God sees everything, and he'll make sure you answer for what you've done.
We'll see about that, won't we? Good luck with your superstitions.
I learned you went to confront Sarah today.
I did. I had to. She's been stealing from me, my ideas, my clients, my whole career. I couldn't just sit by and let her get away with it.
Cheryl, I understand you're angry. I understand you feel betrayed, but this isn't the way to handle it. You have no proof she did all those things to you. No one is going to take you seriously.
So, what should I do? Just let her ruin everything I built? I can't just stand here and watch her destroy my life.
We do not wrestle against flesh and blood, but against the rulers, against the authorities, against the cosmic powers over this present darkness, against the spiritual forces of evil in the heavenly places. Ephesians chapter 6 verse 12. This fight isn't against Sarah. It's against something much bigger. If you want to win, it won't be by confronting her. It'll be on your knees, on the altar of prayer. That's where the real battle is fought and won.
I felt so powerless. She's taken everything from me. It's hard to just pray and wait when I see her succeeding with my work.
I know it's hard, but Sarah's success is temporary if it's built on deceit. You don't need to fight her with anger or confrontation. You need to take it to God. He sees everything, and he'll fight for you in ways you can't imagine.
Father, I know that I have been attacked by the enemy. My work, my clients, my ideas, they have been stolen, but your word says that the thief comes only to steal, kill, and destroy, but you came that I may have life and have it more abundantly. John chapter 10 verse 10. I declare restoration over my life in the mighty name of Jesus. Everything that has been stolen from me, my clients, my ideas, my career, Lord, I declare that it will be restored sevenfold, just as you promised in your word. Proverbs chapter 6 verse 31.
Father, we declare divine vengeance upon the camp of the wicked. Your word says, "It is mine to avenge. I will repay." Deuteronomy chapter 32 verse 35. Lord, arise and fight for us. Scatter every wicked plot, every evil strategy that has been designed to steal Cheryl's glory. Let every tongue that has risen against her in judgment be condemned. Isaiah chapter 54 verse 17. Lord, you are the righteous judge, fight this battle for her.
Father, we decree that her future is brighter than her past. We declare that she will rise from this situation stronger, more successful, and more favored than ever before. We declare that her new line of fabrics will be blessed by you and will prosper beyond what she can imagine. No weapon formed against her shall prosper, and every plan of the enemy will be brought to nothing. Isaiah chapter 54 verse 17.
Girl, you're too funny, but really, the dress is incredible. It's beyond what I imagined.
Well, I'm glad you think so. I put a ridiculous amount of time into this one. Every detail, every stitch, perfection takes time, after all.
It's worth every penny.
Exactly. When you pay for quality, you're paying for the expertise and the hours of work that go into it. You see, I don't rush my projects like some designers do. I take my time, making sure everything is flawless. That's why my clients are always satisfied.
Thank God Cheryl's business is down and you no longer have to secretly work for her because of some silly mistake you made in your youth. Imagine working so hard to make this, and then someone else takes the credit and the money.
Oh, yes. Now that Cheryl barely gets any clients, I'm not forced to work under her shadow anymore. I have all the time in the world to focus on my clients and give them the best. No rush, no pressure. It's been freeing, really.
Thanks again, Sarah. I'll definitely be coming back for more in the future.
You're always welcome. Let me see you off.
Sarah barely lifts a finger around here, and yet she's out there taking credit for everything we do. I'm starting to regret leaving Cheryl's studio.
You're not the only one. Cheryl was tough sometimes, but at least she appreciated our work. She didn't take all the credit.
So what? We're getting paid, right? It's not like we're doing this for free. People in other industries do it all the time, especially in writing. They're called ghost something. Ghostwriters, I think.
Maybe, but they sign NDAs and know they're not getting credit. We didn't sign up to be Sarah's ghosts. We're designers, Teresa. We're supposed to get recognition for our work, not stand by while she takes all the glory.
Exactly. We all left Cheryl because Sarah promised us more opportunities, but all she's done is parade around like she's the one doing all the hard work. And with the way she badmouths other designers, especially Cheryl, I wouldn't be surprised if she's been throwing us under the bus too, telling clients we're the problem if something goes wrong.
Look, I get where you're coming from, but as long as we're getting paid more here than we were with Cheryl, I don't care who takes the credit. It's just business.
It's more than just about money to me, Teresa. We all want to have our own fashion houses one day, right? How are we supposed to build a reputation when no one even knows we're the ones behind these designs? If Sarah keeps taking all the credit, no one will ever think we're more than assistants.
Yeah, Jane's right. It's not just about today's paycheck. It's about tomorrow's opportunities. The work we're doing now should be building our portfolios, not Sarah's reputation.
I heard her telling that client about some fake NDA she signed with Cheryl. She acts like she's a victim, but she's the one pulling all the strings behind the scenes.
Wait, are you serious? She told them she signed an NDA with Cheryl?
Yeah, and guess what? I recorded the whole thing. I figured it might come in handy someday, and now I think it will.
What are you planning to do with that?
I'm going to use that recording to make her do our bidding. She wants to play dirty? Fine, but now we've got something on her. If she doesn't start giving us credit for our work or treating us better, I'll make sure that little lie of hers gets out.
That could actually work. We've been putting up with her nonsense for long enough.
And what are you three gossiping about? Shouldn't you be tending to the pile of unfinished projects collecting dust on the shelf?
Sarah, why do you always tell the clients that you're the one doing the work when it's really us?
Were you eavesdropping on my conversations? How dare you? I don't owe you an explanation for how I handle my clients. And for your information, one of my clients got mugged after dropping off a fabric the other day, and she indirectly blamed one of you, my gossiping, irresponsible designers.
Sarah, cut that crap. We're done being your invisible designers. Either you start giving us the credit we deserve, or we're out. We're not going to let you keep taking all the glory for our work.
Alright, I see where this is going. How about this? I'll pay you double what you're making now, and in exchange, you sign an NDA. No one ever has to know you worked on these projects. You get paid, and I keep the clients happy. It's a win-win.
Count me in.
Sarah, it's not about the money anymore. You can't sew, and we're not going to let you keep taking credit for our work. We don't need your NDA.
You two should speak for yourselves. I want in, Sarah. Draft the NDA and let me sign it already.
You think I need you? I don't. I've built my own client base. I've got more money now than I ever had before. I can hire anyone I want to replace you. So get lost, both of you.
Oh, really? That's funny, Sarah, because I've recorded everything you've just said. You know, the part where you admitted not knowing how to sew. And guess what? I also have recording of the lies you've been telling your clients about that so-called NDA with Cheryl. You've been running your mouth, and I have proof.
You recorded me. You can't. That could ruin everything. You don't understand what you're doing. If that gets out.
Oh, we understand perfectly. And unless you start giving us credit, and more, we'll make sure everyone knows who the real fraud is.
Fine, I'll give you credit. You win.
Oh, we want more than just credit, Sarah. Since you like taking all the credit and running the show, we're going to add a few extra things to our demands.
First, we want a percentage of the profits from each project we work on. Not just a flat salary anymore. We do the work, we share in the success.
And let's not forget about our names on the designs. Every piece we create from now on has to be co-branded with our names alongside yours. We want visibility.
Oh, and we want to set our own schedules from now on. No more working late nights just because you feel like it. We'll come in when we're ready, and we'll leave when we want.
And one more thing, you'll stop bad-mouthing Cheryl, both to us and to the clients. We know you've been running her name through the mud, and it stops today.
I can't do all of that. That's ridiculous.
Then I guess I'll be sending these recordings to Cheryl. Maybe she'd like to know what you've been saying about her behind her back. I'm sure her lawyer would find it interesting.
Fine, you'll get what you want.
What about me? I want in. I want everything they want.
Teresa, shut up. As if dealing with these two is not an out problem for me already.
Girls, say something. She's trying to cut me out of the deal.
No, Teresa. You agreed to a flat pay and that's what you'll get. Next time, learn not to turn your back on your team.
I always take Sarah's side and this is how she treats me? And for Jane and Becky, they've got Sarah wrapped around their fingers, making all kinds of demands. And me? I'm just left behind like I don't matter. They didn't even think to include me. I worked just as hard as they have and now they're going to take everything for themselves, and I'm supposed to just sit here and watch? No. I'm not going to let them get away with it. I'm not going to be the one left behind. They think they're so smart, holding that recording over Sarah's head, threatening her. But they're not the only ones who can play that game. I will steal the recordings. I know Jane's password. And if I take them to Cheryl before they do, then I can make my own deal. I can ask for the same things they asked Sarah for: recognition, a cut of the profits, freedom. Why should they be the only ones to benefit?
Teresa, what are you doing here?
Cheryl, I need to talk to you. It's important.
What could you possibly have to say to me? You and the others ditched me to run after Sarah. Why should I trust you now?
I know I left, and I was wrong. But I'm not here to spy on you or to play any games. I've come to apologize, and to make things right.
Apologize? After everything? Why should I believe a word you say? How'd I know you're not still working for Sarah, trying to get information for her?
I get why you wouldn't trust me, Cheryl. But I have proof that Sarah has been lying about you. She's been telling clients that she was the one doing the sewing for you, and she's been spreading all kinds of lies behind your back. I have recordings to prove it.
I've been doing most of the work for Cheryl for years. She just puts her name on it. She wouldn't be anywhere without me. That NDA I signed, just a way to keep me quiet.
I can't believe it. She's been saying that behind my back? Lying to clients, taking credit for my work? She went that far?
I'm sorry, Cheryl. I didn't know how bad it was until I heard her say it myself. I should have never left you for Sarah. I know that now, and I want to make it right.
Wait, this recording. I can use this. I can sue Sarah for defamation. She's been lying to my clients, ruining my reputation. This recording could be the evidence I need to take her down.
Exactly. You can take her to court, Cheryl. And I'll be there with you. I'll testify if I have to. Whatever it takes to prove that Sarah's been lying and manipulating people, I'll do it.
All right, if you're willing to take the stand and testify, then we'll do this. Sarah's going to pay for what she's done, and I'll make sure everyone knows the truth.
Thank you, Cheryl. I know I messed up, but I promise you, I'm on your side now. I want to help you make things right.
Did Cheryl talk to you about the lawsuit? She came to me, asking us to testify for her.
Yeah, she talked to me earlier today. She's serious about taking Sarah to court, and she wants us on her side. That snitch called Teresa. She went behind our backs and gave the recordings to Cheryl. We were finally getting everything we wanted from Sarah, and now this.
She couldn't stand the fact that we had all the power with Sarah, so she went crawling to Cheryl. What are we going to do now? We can't testify for Cheryl. If we do, we'll lose everything with Sarah.
Jane, think about this for a second. If we turn our backs on Cheryl now and she ends up winning the case, we'll go down with Sarah. And if we help Sarah and she somehow wins, we'll lose all our leverage over her. The recordings is out in the open, and she knows we're no longer a threat. Sarah will have no reason to keep us around. She could send us away without a second thought.
You're right, we're toast if we don't testify for Cheryl. Sarah will definitely turn on us in a heartbeat. Once she doesn't need us anymore, she'll throw us to the wolves.
I can't believe it's come to this. Teresa ruined everything. We were finally getting somewhere with Sarah, and now we have to go back to Cheryl.
I should have known she'd pull something like this. I can't believe she beat us to the punch.
She played her hand, but that doesn't mean we can't come out of this on top. We just need to play it smart. I'm never forgiving Teresa for this.
Mrs. Cheryl, with this evidence, we have a strong case. Sarah has defamed you, stolen your clients, and, most importantly, taken credit for your intellectual property.
So, what's the next step? Can we really win this?
Absolutely. The recordings clearly show Sarah has been lying about her involvement with your designs, and that NDA story she fabricated is enough to prove defamation. Plus, the fact that your former designers are willing to testify on your behalf is a huge advantage.
I can't believe it's come to this, but I'm ready. She's taken too much from me, and it's time for the truth to come out.
Once you sign these papers, we'll officially file the lawsuit. From there, we'll start gathering more evidence, preparing statements, and setting up the case in court. I have no doubt that we'll make Sarah answer for what she's done.
Let's do this.
Your Honor, my client, Sarah Edwards, is an established fashion designer who has built her own successful business from the ground up. The accusations against her are baseless and stem from professional rivalry, nothing more. The plaintiff, Cheryl Godfrey, has experienced a downturn in her business, and instead of accepting the challenges of competition in the fashion industry, she has chosen to attack my client with unfounded claims of intellectual property theft and defamation. It is not uncommon for designers to use similar techniques or fabrics, but the notion that my client deliberately set out to destroy Ms. Godfrey's reputation is entirely speculative.
Your Honor, the evidence against Sarah Edwards is not only clear, it is overwhelming. What we are dealing with here is not simply a matter of professional rivalry. This is a case of blatant defamation, intellectual property theft, and malicious intent to destroy a respected designer's career. We have audio recordings where Sarah Edwards herself admits to telling lies about Cheryl Godfrey. These recordings clearly capture her falsely claiming that she was the one sewing for Cheryl, and even fabricating a non-existent NDA. In these recordings, she is caught defaming my client, not in one isolated incident, but as part of a larger pattern designed to damage Cheryl's reputation and steal her clients. Here is a transcript of that very recording. Sarah Edwards' own words, where she brazenly admits to spreading lies about Cheryl's business and taking credit for designs she had no part in. This is not speculation. This is hard evidence.
I've been doing most of the work for Cheryl for years. She just put her name on it. She wouldn't be anywhere without me.
These words, ladies and gentlemen, are not the words of a respected professional. These are the words of someone who sought to ruin a fellow designer's career through deception and lies. She didn't stop at badmouthing Cheryl. She actively worked to undermine her business, and she stole Cheryl's intellectual property, the designs Cheryl spent years perfecting. Sarah Edwards has not only defamed my client but has also profited off the theft of Cheryl's creative work. And we have multiple witnesses, Teresa, Jane, Becky, and others, who have testified to Sarah taking full credit for designs they themselves created. These designers have told us, under oath, that Sarah repeatedly claimed she was the mastermind behind Cheryl's success, all while knowing full well that Cheryl was the true talent. We ask the court to award damages to Cheryl for the harm done to her career and to hold Sarah Edwards accountable for her actions. This is not just about money. It's about restoring Cheryl's name, her reputation, and her rightful place in this industry.
The court has reviewed the evidence and testimony presented. Based on the overwhelming proof of defamation, theft of intellectual property, and malicious intent, the court finds the defendant, Sarah Edwards, guilty. The plaintiff, Cheryl Godfrey, is awarded damages, and the court acknowledges the harm done to her reputation.
Mrs. Cheryl, how do you feel about the court's decision? Any comments on Sarah Edwards and the defamation case?
I'm thankful for the justice that was served in my case. Sarah's actions were unfortunate, but I'm choosing to focus on the future. My integrity and reputation have been restored, and that's what matters most. What I'm most excited about is the launch of my eco-friendly fashion line. This project has been close to my heart for a long time, and now it's really taking off. I'm grateful for the support I've received, and I'm looking forward to making a positive impact in the fashion industry.
Cheryl, can you tell us more about the eco-friendly line? What can we expect?
Expect something that's beautiful, sustainable, and ethically produced. You'll see soon enough.
Sarah, we've finalized the numbers. You owe significant financial damages to Cheryl, and it's a lot. There's no way around this. You need to find a way to pay or face bankruptcy.
How much?
It's more than you can afford right now, Sarah. About $5 million.
I don't have the kind of money. What am I supposed to do?
You need to start selling assets, finding ways to cover the cost. If you don't, things could get worse.
I'm done. I'm ruined.